Welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 2 of our Parks Makers of Nurgle Realms of Chaos campaign. We are here exactly where we left off, right outside the Frozen Landing. Thank you all for the support on the first episode so far, it's been a ton of fun. Listen, I always love coming back to the Realms of Chaos because it's much more condensed, kind of a focused campaign. I love me some Immortal Empires. Mortal Empires is always the king, but Realms of Chaos is fun, kind of like a palate cleanser every now and again. So if you've been enjoying the series so far, please remember to leave a like for like God and a sub for the sub throne. It helps the channel on out, and I appreciate it a ton. We need no siege equipment because the siege beta is no more, so back to normal. Alright, a siege settlement, huh? Well, I guess all the gods is in one of the undivided. Okay, so there's no way to sneak in from here, but this is the fastest way into... Well, it would be, but this is better. Better geographically. We're just gonna get shot at by several towers at once, which is never fun. How I tend to breach these walls is attacking over here. It's just the normal towers, that's no problem. Alright, Plague Bears. Legion assemble. They'll deal some damage, but not enough. Toads, the Furies, they should have no range units whatsoever outside of course, the towers themselves. Nurglings really can't do anything except for get immediately in to attack the gates. That's really all they're there for. That and a screen for everyone else. Ogres, do you still have... No, they don't have Siege Attacker anymore. I think I remember that was with the last update in general. We all thought that was for the beta. Siege beta, but no it wasn't. They already lost their Siege Attacker and Wall Breaker. Alright, let's do it. Nom of those gates. The Kugath, you can just go ahead and launch at these marauders if possible. Yeah, that arc shot is very effective. Take walls. We'll take the walls in several different positions. Everything else, you stay back. Roans, if you could come on in. They've actually got a couple of skirmishers we can't really do much about yet. We gotta wait. Beast, you come to the front. Start chopping your way through. Yeah, don't get up on any ladders. We can get a little bit closer. Perfect. He does not like to listen to orders, not one bit. If you could target these horsemen, that'd be awesome. Guys on the wall's not that big a deal. We can hit him with our rancid visitations and just drain the poor guy's health. Grooks. Grookstophilis. Maybe not. I could get no more fire whale, just move in. Let's get through those gates. Nurglings are chewing their way through pretty quickly. Well, even if you take him off fire wheel, he still does whatever he wants. I think I forgot that. You guys just be like that. And all sorts of problems he is. Seems like a lot of our units were having issues with their orders. Huh. Strange. Well, Furies, if you could go drop on these Marauder Horsemen and you do the same over here, that'd be great. Any Plague Beyond. Get poor Grooks here. We need to heal the Plague Bears as they make their way up to the surface too, for the top. You come over here, we'll drop off the melee defense. They are going to be tired. What's going on, friends? Are you scared? You should be. Some 100% armor piercing damage right through that line. Yum. Let's get over here so we can Plaguefather's Oration. Alright, we've got him caught. Slaughter them! I see those trolls. We need to beat these guys down fast. Break that leadership quickly. Get back up in the air. Everyone back up in the air, quickly. Escape. Beautiful. Everyone gets heals. Alright, now we'll come back over to join the fight again. I don't think they're gonna make it. That's kind of unfortunate, but we'll bring in some reinforcements. Alright, through the gates. Everyone come rolling in. Join them on the walls for sure. Rants and visitations, that guy. Poor fella. Nurgling's in. Kugath in. I don't know if he can fit through the gates, but find a way. Alright, Furious, you did descend on these horsemen. Rally Band of Nurgle, we need those heals. Beast, get in here. Well, we just gotta walk through the gates, get into fights with the trolls. And everyone else we can kind of drag into that fight. Give me the heals, give me the heals.
Unspeakable proxies.
Unspeakable proxies. Fucking those warriors, are you gonna get up on the... No, don't get on the walls. I forbid you. Kugath, in. Nurglings, do not stop. Forward. We're gonna lose some plague bearers here, and I don't like that. One-eyed rot barrows. That's obnoxious. They got drawn into a trap. Well done. I'll give you that. Catch him. Take him down. Keep moving, Kugath. We get an overcast version. We're just gonna have it sweep across the top of the wall there. There's really no choice. Our horde. Smash into these marauders. Keep waddling your happy selves forward. Split them up just a little bit. And don't stop. We've got so many warriors of chaos to slaughter. So little time. We almost have the heal again. You guys take him on. Have the weaker plague bearers go after the chaos warriors. Oh, they brought the other one over here too. That's just rude. Drop the heal. Come on, Kugath. This way. Look at those heals. Is he up on the wall? Brother, you have failed us. Speaking of... Y'all stuck in the gates. Push your way through. Cut them down. Get them surrounded. We'll send two of the toads this way. Just gonna push back those trolls. They claim they're shaken. They don't know what shaken is yet. The heal. We'll actually get in here and watch. It's kind of a nonsense fight. These guys are really losing. Hugely surrounded. Come on, ogres. We actually will go for a heal here. Plaguefather's Oration. All toads. As soon as you're through the walls, it's game over. a couple of them trying to push through. I do love the attempt at cycle charging here. Yes, the toads are through. Now what? Warriors of Chaos, now what? Send to the Nurglings. Drop the heals on these guys who are nearing heal cap. Warriors in the walls are done. The toads are here. Probably not what we needed that. Yeah, no, forcing him to push through the line was, it worked out incredibly well. Toads can scare off these trolls pretty effectively. Thunder and fold. If you needed any proof that plague bearers are incredible, and look no further. Weaken them. You guys have the best time. Plague through. If we get him with army losses, that's really the end. Smash in their ogres. They're gone. One big blob this way. You despair because entropy has arrived. Everyone's so tired.
Excellent. Another point is ours.
Another point is ours. Well, Valkia, you made a fatal mistake, didn't you? Alright, 149 brave the Sons of Nurgle fall. How about they fall gloriously, don't they? 2,000, almost 3,000 favor earned, and we can... Oh yes, we can loot and occupy that for a heap.
Steal from hell.
Yes. Because another section of hell has just moved into the frozen landing. Which we'll repair, and then put in the walls, because this is mine now.
No.
Hudikai, you should have stayed. You would have made things interesting. Yeah, you should have stayed. Because now we've got the Nurgling Tide, extra replenishment for all of our demonic infantry. A sickening wave of smiling, giggling Nurglings spills out everywhere, tumbling towards the foe only to explode, sending putrid pus and fetid rot in all directions. We can also make our Nurglings regenerate. Angel of Disease, Lord of Stench. We definitely want Angel of Disease. And a big chunk of upkeep reduction for all of our Nurglings. The fact that that's faction-wide is simply incredible. None of them are gold tier yet, but man, as soon as they do, they'll regenerate. We'll get to replenish soon. I'm very glad we focused down the Fleshy Abundance, and Blight Oil will be a good way to get rid of corn in a hurry. Darko Wharf. Let's increase our gold across the board here. Kevin, you can recruit some more units. Ooh, Rotflies. How exciting. We'll get some more toads and just keep you in ambush. We can't really reclaim Kadak Doom just yet. Brother, I know you haven't moved. Don't bother me again. You know what? Let's use some of our... Zinch. Ew. Disgusting. We go growth, income, and winds of magic. Why not? And we can infect. It's going to cost us more because we're not infecting Kugath himself, but we're going to go ahead and hit it Gluttport. Increase the duration by 1. That's a lot more, isn't it? I guess we'll just increase the duration by 1 turn and infect. The Bloodport now has a glorious atrophied skin. Gulgast slain in battle. If we really need to, we can bring in the Forsaken here, the Demon Spew. Good old glass cannon for Nurgle. Glass cannon for Nurgle. Who wants to trade? Everyone backs away as quickly as they can.
You are
Oh, the Gorequeen tribe wants to peace out now, do they? Hang on now. We now no longer serve. Well, that works for now. I never really wanted to fight you guys, so... At that point, they're just gonna get snatched up by the Chaos Dwarfs, but... Peace treaty for 2,000 sounds nice. We'll deal with Valkia. The love bug. Your plague scientists have discovered a new form of blood parasite which causes the infected to fall hopelessly in love with those that they traditionally find repellent. The burning legions come much, much later. How best to employ this delightfully new microbeast? Always in the water supply. Once your enemy's rank and file have imbibed parasite-polluted waters, they will be too besotted to do battle with your rancid legions. So they shall. So if... that's 2 aspiring champions. That's scary. You'd think. Ugath. Is Valkia behind him? That's the only question. Because we've already seen her willingness to go into an ambush. Canute the Shield Smasher. I was very concerned we were about to get ambushed. Yeah, Nahudikai, you don't stand a chance. Aspiring champions are mean, but you don't understand what you're facing here. It is a tide of dysentery. Alright, we begin our deployment, and Khorne is spreading wide. There. I mean, this is a good enough spot of city. We don't really need to get too fancy with it. Since they have a lot of units, we are going to go ahead and deploy all of our Plague Bearers. Now, you know what? That's a good way to get played. I'm not going to have it happen. We continue to do what Nurgle does best, and we blob. Draw them in, catch them, and outlast them. You guys further back to kind of swarm in. Same thing with the Nurglings. As soon as the enemy arrives, we rush them. And they all have expert charge defense, so even if I'm not good at my micro, there's no worry. Ogres, you take the middle, because you can kind of just run through the Nurglings, no problem. Beast of Nurgle, we want you up front. You catch blows better than most. Alright, well, Ugath, you take the flank as usual. We have no enemy Furies to deal with, but we do have one set of Marauder Horsemen, which I'm going to probably start by ignoring. And just go straight after the enemy Lord. Nice, single entities, our infantry, big beatsticks, and our flyers. Let's do it. Hit these aspiring champs for me. Forestmore works in his favor than mine. We're gonna go bother Udakai, the Hellreek. That first hit into these Marauders was incredible. How many kills did you get? It claims only 3, but... oh yeah, only 3. You lost a good deal of health, though. Just have him fly behind him. I'll say hitting the units might be a waste, but depending on how good of the hits actually are, it becomes infinitely better. Yeah, I'm just gonna come behind you, that way you can't really dodge the Death's Head drones as easily. Oh yeah, that was so much damage. What say you now, fools? Switched here. Another really good hit. Champions are losing health quickly. No, don't get any closer. So if you're not watching out, you will just descend. They don't like the damage we're dealing here. Let's try to draw them back away from their line. That way we can kill them quickly. That may not work. Ugath, deliver some plague. They may try to dodge. It does hurt, but we can kind of weather one of them. You guys can't weather much in return. Especially when your warhounds have moved on. Alright, get back to work. They're trying to get fancy with us. It's not working out at all, is it? Alright, here. I understand, you really don't like our drones. Alright, fine. Pull back. We give them some heals pretty easily. Does this resurrect models? No. Okay, so once the models are gone, they're gone. I think the rest to definitely keep in mind. They keep moving towards our healer. If it does resurrect the model, we'll also accept that. Yeah, there's much better targets. We're taking out those dual weapons. And get back to work. The more wishy-washy they want to be, the more ammunition I can expend, weakening their entire army. Even if he misses, that's still hitting these marauders. Trying to get the Death Head drones also way around the shield. Now they're going into the forest. Okay, fair enough. Big blob of dudes over here. Give them the business. Don't know if they were missing or what was going on there. Ah, there they go. A little bit of damage. Ah, they're trying to go for fakes on us too. Mad respect. Alright, the drones are pretty much just going to be good for sniping Hudakai here in a moment. And we'll just keep waiting. Well, once war ammo is expended, then the fight can begin for real. Hey, you're far enough away from your group, we can easily hunt you down. Easily. Oh, they're going for a fake. Splash takes out. They're also keeping their aspiring champions with a weaker unit, which is clever. That's a big blob of dudes, though. Another splash. I'm not sure what this strategy is. Alright, everyone. We've watched them dirtle around long enough. Onward we march. We got you two. Let's get in there. Take out that Hudakai fella. I heard him talking smack. You get the horseman. We'll send you directly into these aspiring champions. You can go help. Don't be a coward. Like, nah, we don't want to die. But why not? There's so much for you in death. Plague toads go feast. Our lines lost a little bit of cohesion here. Drones charged in. Let's go ahead and crash in here ourselves. Poor forces of Khorne. Summon the Nurglings. They explode, so good luck. The Horde can rotate, slam into that flank. Aspiring champions or not. Oh yeah, hang on, that's our new boom boom. Now push them through the enemy line. And detonate. There is really fire damage. The toads are hungry for some hound. Hound flesh. You will taste man flesh. Man flesh. Well, that's a bad time. We heard you were their general. We're gonna go ahead and give you a hug. Because our units are not keen on overextending, we have expert charge defense and no way for the enemy to crack our line. Just go ahead and let that spread. Enjoy. He's new circle. Thank you kindly. Those hounds are gone. Let's go ahead and turn and get these wavering trolls. Slaughter them. So how we had another heal. Oh, we have more exploding Nurglings. Those work. You fight the trolls. Chaos trolls aren't quite as tough as I think they are. You're Furies, you just come on back. Trolls v Ogres, the ultimate duel. Bonk. It's the battle of the Uber Boots. Oh, well. Reginald the Troll falls. Oh, no, he gets back up. What tenacity. What stick-to-itiveness. Those hounds are out of here. There you go, Toads. New target. Trolls. See how they regenerate through stomach acid.
Unspeakable poxy.
Unspeakable poxy. We can get to move together as one. Everyone gets healed. Despair's all that you guys have left. All you have left is despair. Well, we have lots of Coronate followers to run down, and I will catch you all in a moment. No champion of Corn stands a chance against man, Grandfather's favorite himself. Man, what am I thinking? Let's go ahead and incubate these captives. The Grave Fever's gotten to me as well. Had a whole speech planned, and then it just kind of whoop, it's gone. Well, we can drop into an ambush stance and see where Velkia is. Rotting ways. Chances for plagues to spread plus 10% for all future plagues, and infection cost is much cheaper. Lord of Stenches just for Great Unclean Ones, so we'll come back around and grab Rotting Ways. And then Champions of Decay. We're in friendly territory, right? That means we should be able to grab a couple of Rot Flies. Truthfully, I like our force, but these Furies are not that good. We'll replace them with some Rot Flies. Beautiful. And then one of these Nurglings can go for another set of Rot Flies. Yes, please. Alright, Defecator Kevin. You got an unfortunate name, but your job is still to lie in wait. Adds defensive walls. Let's go ahead and grab the walls of the Stormvrak. Bloodport, though, we'll have it just generate us a little bit more growth, because that gets us above the 3k here. Hang on now, how much? That's not growth, that's just infections, but it's a lot of gold, man. Still gonna go for the walls. We don't have quite enough infections there. So let's go for the toxic spores to further along our control. Yeah, Plague God's Nursery is perfect there. Hold the line, brother. Soon, there will guaranteed be people to deal with. Gluttport. Do we just want more, even more growth? Yeah, I think we do. Like I said, get that above that threshold. The Sightless are gone. Nurgle's blessed. It looks like Wulfric's having a bit of a pustule problem. These mortals who have wisely given themselves to the worship of the ruinous powers, Grandfather Nurgle shall provide richly festering, gloriously agonizing reward. A little bit better relations with all of those that we're not currently brawling with. Sounds excellent. Let's go ahead and grab... Ooh, you know what? Let's go for the point into a fleshy abundance. Overcast, I believe, allows it to be an AoE. Cage's Horde gives us even more replenishment. We need the extra military buildings, so we're going to slow on that, and we're instead going to go ahead and grab a Stifferous Life to capture us more infections. Vidamar, my good sir. Time to meet Corn. Just chucks a Nurgling their way. We lost a lot of lads, that's silly. Well, the Legion of the Gorequeen's gone. We never got to fight Valkia. What a shame. The barons venture forth on the Garden of Nurgle to lavish the dreaded wasting sickness upon the mortal realm. And I must jump up in front of the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, we return. Kugath, we can go ahead and give you the Bears of the Bog. Be a pretty nice upgrade. That'd be why. Haddock Pridebeard. I bet it does. Us having the frozen landing is both good and bad, because now we've got to deal with Malachi. Where we still have all sorts of problems to the north still. Astankia is getting wiped out by the forces of Zeech and Tamarkon.
Speak to Tamarkon, chosen of Nurgle.
I'll join your war with the Flaming... Well, the Flaming Scribes might decide that we're a bigger threat. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
With Nurgle.
With Nurgle, all things are possible. At least so says Tamarkon. Yeah, we'll probably give them the Demon Spew and then the other group. We don't really need to conquer Dark Doom right now.
Satisfactory outcome.
Yes, indeed. Alright, what is the army we're facing here with necrotic missiles? It says we're gonna get flattened. Okay, we really do want at least a more elite army. This is fine, but it could be much better.
Perfect.
Grab the Barons of the Bog. Yeah, then we'll just wait. We might just declare war on Malachi. You really stink. We need to reclaim the Gallows Tree, but we were too late, and Tamarkon already has. So now it's time to try to confederate Tamarkon. That is what we've switched to. Right, we're above the 260 or 250 growth requirement, so or I guess it's just 200. That gives us 100 additional gold, rather, in the Decomposing Swamp. Beautiful. Chance of plague spreading and plague duration. That's a lot more gold and income, and also an income to our infections. So we shall do that. Ugath, let's go ahead and talk to Gormodni.
I'm told you want to talk.
I'll join your
How
war with...
disappointing. I was restless for a fight.
Guess we could get some Norskins on side. Do we need any vassals? No, I don't think so. Just give me your cash. Do not flinch. Hey, you yourself don't flinch when you're talking to one of our heralds and you get exploded on the face by a pus pocket. That sounds... Nothing would make me more angry. Well, maybe a couple things. Alright, more plague ridden. We will be able to recruit them whenever we have the other buildings. So not the walls, but the other one. Soon we shall have more rotflies and some bile trolls. Bile trolls are incredible because they have the corrosive bile ability. For 35 meters, enemies around them are getting their armor eaten away, frankly. You don't need that armor anyway. It's bad for your soul. Armor's for maidens.
I must test my condition.
Stay in friendly territory here. Going all in on growth. We don't have a very powerful military at the moment. Truthfully, we didn't really need this one. The Weeping Creepers can come out. We should have looked a little bit before, because it's only 200 growth you have to hit. That's the goal you're kind of shooting for in all of your provinces. Maybe we don't want to be right on the edge of our territory here, because we aren't going to be able to take ground against Malachi very well, not before we know what's going on over there, so let's be smart. Casualty replenishment armor. Fleshy abundance would be so nice. I like the upkeep reduction. Let's go ahead and save. Am I recruiting or upgrading anything here? Frozen Landing is just getting walls. So no major settlements are being upgraded. No, I'm kicking this out for... Okay, good. Okay, cool. Works for me. Let's pass. The great wheel must turn, the very skies shudder with the heartbreaking, bowel-loosening sound of Grandfather Nurgle weeping in grief. The changer has once again disrupted the cycle of death and decay. If we truly love our father, we must make things right. We either brew a brain-eating disease, or we order a raven hunt. All corvids must be slain on sight. In fact, anything with feathers is fair game, lest it be sorcerer's emissary of Raven God. Get that out of here. RoC, are you really going to be like this? It's like, no, I'm waiting for Malachi to show up. His airship is big scary. Yeah, the cyclical buildings have not done their thing just yet. Let's go ahead and grab the old Plague Flesh Poppies building, so that way we can get some more of our foot soldiers. Then everywhere else, we can just upgrade our income. Biosynthesis. Yes, indeed. Now, once we're all replenished again, I'm content to move on from here. Let's go ahead and get ourselves another lord. They can just travel with Gugath. And I think this one shall be our Chaos Sorcerer. So we shall make you also a Lore of Death. Extra armor. Hargroth the Cleaver. Welcome. Despair. Yes.
Stay alert.
Stay alert. So him being there, if we just go ahead and put him into March so we can try to grab the trait, we'll see. Regenerating Nurglings would be awesome. Alright, our turn again. Gugath is now a constructor, and when the flesh can no longer bear legions, the spirit seeks release. So endless is Nurgle's love that he does not permit this misguided folly. There are always more gifts to bestow. These toads are hungry. Something in the water, we got another plague toad ripping itself apart. And Nurgle's got all sorts of good events that are going on. Well, let's go ahead and start moving down to spread Grandfather's love. Move through the forest to stay hidden. Specimens. Beautiful. We're gonna ignore the contagious horde. Highly infectious gives a little bit more resistance. I don't care about our non-demonic infantry at all. Charge bonus. Ravenous tadpoles or weapon strength for flyers. That's for all of our monstrous. And that's bounce spells for Grit and Clean ones, which we definitely don't have yet. Let's go ahead and make our infantry stronger. That's the bulk of our army right now. And the bulk of our defenders, too. Yes. Might as well make it better. Get those 200 infections again, quick. We can either use them to make Gugath stronger, or... let's see. Armor, melee defense, extra heals. That's pretty good. Let's do that. 130, we'll go ahead and Increase the duration twice. There we are. And then we pass. I don't know if we can get you more units, Kevin. Oh, we can't. Bile trolls. Oh, we didn't get them for Kugath, but we will. So no recruiting right now.
The Tome of Fate calls to me, foretelling of a way to elude the Maelstrom and enter the realm of chaos. The dying god will roar again. We must prepare. Muster an army that can withstand the terrors you shall face.
I mean, I'd say we already have one. We get some trolls, we're doing real good. Savage Blow, many conflicts are won or lost with the first. Strength of the Vicious Charge, that gives us 20 more charge bonus. Which is bad for the Dawi. Defeat 6 Kislev Cathay or Empire armies in the field. I think that's a heap of treasury. The Bale Sword. A damage over time effect? Yes, please. And then 500 infections. Well, first, of course, we need to level up taking down Haddock, who thinks the Underway will protect him. Oh, you poor fool. You've got some cannons and some copters. I'll give you that.
May ulcers eat your craven flesh.
But he's already got the plague. Which, let's see what the plague does to him. 15 less armor, 4 less melee defense, and they're suffering a lot of attrition. Man, that's just too bad. Where are you going? Man, the fact that you're not in the Underway means you were in a lot of trouble. Hello, buddy. Are you ready to enter the plague vats? Good. Alright, turns out we're out of coffee. Well, let's get this battle going. You have some Slayers. And those are just normal copters, which you already have the upgrades for them. Oh wow, you do. That's spooky. You probably already have the upgrades for the cannons too then, huh? Yeah, they've got the Grape Shot, and they are dealing a ton of damage. Okay. You know, Grape Shot will deal more to their team than ours, which is good to see. We've got all of our drones, which can be very effective at dealing with the gyrocopters. They will heal. Actually, how fast are the copters? 100 speed. And they got us beat, but I think charge bonus will allow us to catch them. Up a little bit here. Good news is we have a lot of resistance, so those bombs won't be nearly as effective. Same kind of setup. Nurgling's back here. We may go ahead and deploy one of them forward to kind of catch cannonballs, though. All of our toads and the new ones, which just plague toads that have lads in the back. I guess they have kind of different. Those look like proper pus legions, which that's good. They have a ability that is going to be regenerating our allies' vigor and weakening everyone else's mass and their damage, which is great. Not excited about the cannons, though. Not one bit. Kugath, what's your range? He's outranged by the cannons, and 4 cannons are going to hurt. Plague bearers for our flanks. Let's do this. You guys, I'd prefer be in. Well, against dwarfs. No, we do need everyone together. Alright, we're gonna kind of move up into the forest here. Or move up just using the forest as cover. Kugath, you just advance. Anyone you hit is incredible for us. Did the artillery all have dig in? I mean, if so, we're in a lot of trouble. 440 range is so much. How much ammo do they have? 21. We can weather a good deal of this. You think, until you start getting hit. Move in to start bombing the cannons. Thankfully, though, you notice he doesn't have very many quarrelers. So, once we actually do make it in, the trees, everyone. Drones up the flank. Flankers wide. Starting to hit Kugath, and they will do a lot of damage to him. Oh good, doing some decent damage back. Are they all taking damage in the battle here, or is that just the attrition? I could have sworn I saw some ticks. Yeah, Kugath getting shot to pieces. They don't have any quarrelers. Alright, main crew, forward. Take down these copters. Best of your ability. Kugath keep bombing in on the cannons. Wait, supper. Alright, Rotflies, you just gotta move wide. Let Kugath keep bombing into these cannons. Yeah, the point-blank cannon shots are gonna be very unfortunate. Take out whatever cannons you can. Right in, everyone. Losing a good deal, losing a good deal. I mean, blasting charges, those are slayers. Yeah, there's no way. Alright, get fighting. Take him out. Just move around them. Say no. Copters are going to try to bomb us. It's not going to be as effective as they hope. Need to get closer before going for the heals. We can get a big, juicy one there. He's nowhere near the fight. Don't like to see it. Circle. Alright, copters are trying to find good positions, then they're not going to. Rancid Visitations, I'm going to overcast it on... Oh, we can't. Well, since we can't overcast it... Oops. Go for the Rancid Visitations there. Slaughter them. All my drones get up and chase these copters, which are going to be slowed down. We got this way. It is done. Keep pushing through. It is indeed done. Hord's getting the full ore wipe for them. Kugath, we can go ahead and drop the big heal on yourself. Absorb cannon shots like a champ. Go catch these copters. We got slayers in there, don't like to see that. No, we ignore those slayers and go take out these dwarf warriors instead. The love of nerve. Kugath, you want to go fight the slayers? I think they can handle a little extra dosage of dysentery, of course. What else? Brave fever? No, we don't need that. Help out here with these slayers. That should just be the last charge. Charge bonus alone can kill a lot of them. Huge damage. Kugath. Summon in some more of your explosive friends, and we'll just have them detonate. And then they detonate. That wasn't as much damage as I would have thought. Drop heal, look back here. Rants and visitations on these slayers. If they're at a low unit count, they'll just start exploding. Bad time to be them. See if we can get hit with a point blank blast. For some reason I doubt it. Let's stop trying. Just take him out. Alright, beautiful. We got some slayers to hunt down, and I will catch you all in a moment. Alright, we end up losing some of our Nurglings, but they shall be replaced in time. RoC was brutally slaughtered. We shall incubate those for 100 more infections. Exactly. Now all the Nurgle factions are gonna like it even more. Kugath, now we turn and slowly march towards your Kraken. Indeed, Hardroth, you can go ahead. Now we can't afford the Bile Trolls, so... How about instead you go just run this Frozen Landing to help out with the control there. Alright, what to do here, Kugath? I mean, he's a good spellcaster. He's a better brawler. Fetid Stench is even 8 less leadership. That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. 5 additional melee defense. We can go Curse of the Leopard too. I'm not sure. Armor of Malady, Rot Eaters. Armor of Maladies is for Nurglings. Armor for Plague Bearers and Nurglings, definitely. We'll just go for that. We're buffing our guys up. So we can get Blight Swarm here, which is a huge melee defense drop.
Such power.
Plus, now these guys are just getting better and better.
Fascinating.
Fascinating. We have no money. Karak Doom is... they'll be coming over to attack us soon, don't you worry. Vile Synthesis. Or just the Vile Synthesis. Yeah, more gold. What we need. I will let the infection spread. Poor Shock and their hearts are liquefying. That's... You want to avoid that usually. Storm of sewage. For 7 days and 7 nights it rains, and the crumbling sewers below ground prove unable to cope. Their fetid contents erupt from the earth, flooding the land in a reeking waste. How best to avail yourself of this sensational opportunity. Ooh, samples for sure. That's extra research. We've unlocked a secondary unholy manifestation, giving us a bunch of treasury and some infections. Another talisman of endurance too. Now we are onward towards the mightiest fortress.
Specimens required.
So we are. Jurgen,
I have no time for this.
your army is likely stronger than the one we just fought. So let's go ahead and fall back.
I must test
My contagion. We'll fall back and allow them to march blindly to their doom. We'll bring in some Bile Trolls.
submit to my research.
Ooh, expensive. Hardroth, guess what? We don't need you right now. See you later. It's a plague spreading. Yes, we'll go ahead and activate Blessing of Nurgle here. I thought we had a mission for using one, but I guess not. And then we'll go ahead and activate a plague here too. Growth for sure. Then income from buildings, absolutely. We go for a higher chance to infect. It's gonna be so expensive. Yeah, so as much as we can. So 55% chance to spread, it will infect Kevin. And you know what? For this turn, we'll have you stay here. And hopefully spread that An infection. Give you a rot fly. We've found that they're really, really good against the dwarfs. So... Oh, we get cultists too. Yeah, we definitely need some cultists. Timotheus. Of the Fly Lord. And then we'll bring you. Another Plague Ridden would be nice, but we'll grab an Exalted Hero. Too good to pass up. Ragnar of the Scaled Skin. Who guys could use a melee hero. Who wants to be friends? The Magath can want a defensive pact. That'll get us better units to defend our settlements, at the very least. And peace treaty with the Flaming Scribes? No. There is only the Void. Omricon's doing very well for himself.
Knuckle special for good reason.
For good reason. Join the war with the Stonkia. Well, you surely are willing to offer me more. We coddle each other's children. Interesting thing to say back to me. Stormwrack Mount has a plague. Beautiful. That's 50 more growth. Timotheus, while I would prefer you to be with Ugath, let's go prepare. Yeah, let's go establish a cult.
Will bring ruin.
Oh no. Clan Helheim is preparing to invade. That'll be a fun battle. Or one we lose horribly.
Exalted hero.
Exalted hero. Oh no, it's tough calls to get rid of. Now it's the Nurglings every time, isn't it? Nurglings are... Kugath gives them regeneration, but they're not as good as Plague Bearers. Ragnar joins. Kugath can stay in a ambush, because we're going to have the roar open up soon.
Do you take me for a wazzock?
Wow, no, you've got grudge settlers, even though you've settled no grudges.
New legion is a blessing.
New legion is a blessing. Or new legion, not legion. Oh, good old frontline. Grow your forces. The Banner of Hellfire, not one we really want to use. It's more damage, so we can grab some Plague Bearers too over here. Alright, well. Oh, hang on. Kugath. Oh, if only we had, hopefully the caravan's nearby when the next turn rolls around. Guess not. Well, Kevin's now better at ambushing. Saberskin tribe has arrived. Oh. Well, I guess they brought us goodies. Alright, Timotheus, new strategy. We open up a cult here in Karak Doom.
Shall crumble. Oh, Father, blessed me.
Cool, so what do we get access to with Nurgle? Infections. Nurgle corruption by a heap. Concoction chamber. Also, you can get some research. Random plague will be given to this settlement. Or the Acolyte trial, so you can get like a better version of the Nurgle building. We just want to go for infections then. It's negative 14 on the... So we'll be going up by 1. Not worth. We will simply grab the Poxweaver. Well done, Timotheus.
Begone.
Although, good grief, that's a lot. How could you afford this many units?
Despair. Rejoice.
Rejoice!
Decay is here.
We'll go ahead and give you increased mobility. Ugath. You're all set up. Can we get any more units? Bile Trolls specifically. Yes, one more. Well, I'm thinking the ogres now are going to get the boot. Sorry, ogres, you don't have any armor piercing. You've done well for now.
Our specimen.
See you later. We're getting some Bile Trolls.
The grandest experience.
Funnily enough, we still don't have an army to take on the quest battle. I love that he's just gonna stay here. You what? How about you come on out and fight me, coward? How about that? Do you have any plagues?
The plague weaver.
How much longer? Much longer do you have the weeping lungs, sir? One more turn. Okay, we'll let it go one more turn. And if he gets, hopefully he gets infected, that'd be great. Kevin, you are in a bad spot. Let's come back to the mount to replenish troops faster. Through sending lone nurglings towards enemy settlements, or though appears baffling act of folly, the tiny demons know it no greater honor than to die, showering their killers in disease. More leadership and more
I'll liberate
resistance.
you from life.
I'll liberate you from life.
They will march with joy.
They've got no choice.
Marauders all.
I kind of want to turn around and butcher Olaf just for the experience. Think about it. Little think about it. Growing buboes, extra. Oh, it's extra weapon strength and experience gain for all characters, or Contagious Horde, additional growth, more infections, more Nurgle corruption. It says in all provinces, but I think it's just ours. Melee attacks for the big boys. Where do we buff the trolls at? Is it up here in Plague Beasts? Yes, so melee attack, Pox Tally gives them melee defense, and then the touch is ward save for them. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't care about humanity as a virus. Do we have to get both sides? No, just Revel and Malady. But that one requires humanity as a virus. Gross. It does give us access to Plague Bearers just all the time. Rot Glorious Rot, which is broken strong. Let's go for Contagious Horde. Give us a little bit more replenishment.
To the plague crusade.
The Plague Crusade. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna be able to lure Kurgan Redbeard in. We're gonna try though. Nurgle corruption is rising. Well, hopefully Urson roars soon. We could use the... Definitely use the help. In terms of just... How can we not... We can't afford you. Curses. Build these Bile Trolls up quickly. Timotheus can join. I want them to come out of here, but they're probably just scared of everyone around them. Oh, Kurgan. Oh, good grief. Kurgan's bringing the Air Force. Gyrocopters for days. If we were spotted before we could spring our ambush, we could still choose to attack them. I think we will, especially since these guys are in March like a bunch of clowns. Alright, this is where we attack from. Plague Bearers, you know you're the drill. We create the Bowl of Doom. Nothing but doom. Alright, you two in the center. Hold the line like champs. Beast up front. Take two of you off to the side. And we'll have the Bile Trolls. How fast are you? 54, 65, they're a little bit slower, so we'll actually just keep them with our melee line. 35 meters is not a ton for their debuff, so you can pretty easily get it to two sections of the line. Pretty easily. Oh yeah, but for any who haven't seen the Bile Trolls, here's our new Vomity unit. Even more acidic than normal. They kind of have almost an elven look to them. Yeah, those flies will get you. I don't know if punching yourself in the face is the way to get rid of them. I don't know, something just tells me it's not very effective. Alright, then everyone else, come on over to here. We should bring in the plague bearers on our flanks. Alright, begin. It's really just the gyrocopters that are a problem here. Just those gyrocopters. They have an absolute ton of them. In terms of missile troops, we have nothing. So we need to quickly slaughter their melee boys. You might as well just go for some shots into their helicopters on their way in. And also, the ransom visitations should be used on said helicopters. Pull way wide. They're gonna think themselves tough for a moment. They're all shooting at Kugath. Let's go ahead and drop some visitations here on these copters. Hit the ones on the outskirts. Are they just gonna come in and go for a bombing run? I mean, that's fair enough. Here come the bombs. Ouch. Kugath, take him out. We don't have any way to slow them either, which is really unfortunate. We can just keep hitting with ransom visitations. They drop bombs all over our line like a bunch of bullies. Take these brimstone guns out. I'll try to. Give them a heal. Everyone around here that just got bombed, just go ahead and regenerate that damage, thanks. Well done, rotflies, well done. Alright, go ahead and split up and start taking out the rest of these copters here. They extended a little bit too far. And they get to pop heals, though. Hey, come on back. They got the ones that are too far into our line to escape. Drag them down. Kugath, turn and take out these Thunderers. Thank you kindly. Come chase these guys for me. Gyrocopters and brimstone guns need to go. And they're completely gone. Let's go take out this next group then. I mean, you're gonna sit there and shoot at us, but that's all kinds of unfortunate. Alright, fall back. Hit our own flies. Are they coming into land? No, they're just gonna fly overhead. Man, I would just shoot the crud out of our units here. Try to buff them up a little bit. Citations on Akri there. The fool. Just throw stuff at him. That works for me. As soon as all these clowns come out of the shadows. Oh, flamethrowers those are. Hunt them down. Alright, gang. Onward. Let's have the drones fly around and deal with who they can. Drop your heals. Go marching into the woods. Take out who you can. Getting torched. That's for sure. We're getting torched. Roans, here's your new target. Self a nice heal. We can throw some nurglings in for good measure. Report these iron drakes. We'll just leave the rest of these guys here. Plague bearers, you come through. Trust me, I'll find a wheel to deal with you.
They die.
Big heal.
They, not us.
Slow those copters. Into the back line there, explosive Nurglings. Where are my other drones at? Take them clear off the map. Instead, we'll go kill some Quarrelers. Good work. Big heal here. Big heal here. You guys keep marching through. More leadership for everyone in this position. What's left? These copters, take them down. Onward, my plague legions, onward! Should bounce the rest of the army here. Heavy emphasis on should. Just a big murderous game of chase. Everyone forward. Dugat, you can kill this engineer, no problem. Rolls forward. Smush Kug and Redbeard. Do them. We're losing units, Captain. I think those were summoned explosive Nurglings, but we're still losing them. Oh yeah, I forgot about our Scroll of Blast. A new brew. I like that it missed completely. Right, drones have caught most of the copters, and that's Malachi's force handled. Yeah, they get chopped right through. Alright, Toads, we've got some Slayers left. Turns out they need a hug. Weaken them a bit here. Now the copters are running for their filthy, worthless lives. Glorious. Well, again, we've got Slayers to hunt down. I'll catch you all back at the campaign map. Alright, 51 fall in the brawl there with Kurgan. No problem. 67 more infections.
You are nothing but an ambulatory beaker of reagents.
An ambulatory beaker of reagents. Now your lot is to die. Not by my hand, but oh, it's time.
The god bear rolls in pain. A death rattle felt across the dimensions. Its arcane energy rips across the mortal plane, creating rifts and scarring the world with gateways into the Chaos Realms.
The Tome of Fates knows all. The rifts are our opportunity to reach the Chaos Realms. Now I truly earn my fee, and yet a gateway opens both ways. While we may traverse the rifts into the Chaos Realms, or even be transported to far-flung areas of this world, we must be close the gateways if not required, or the demon tide that flows forth will lay your lands in ruin. We'll get some fused armor, and the festering stooges. Kurgan Redbeard slain in buboes, phlegm, blood, and guts, spoils, bogey, rotten pus, blisters, fevers, weeping sores, from your wounds the fester pours. And we're finally ascendant. So we've got stronger unholy manifestations. 40% chance for things to spread, and then a heap of recruitment health. Yeah, that gets stronger later on.
Always ready for a headbutting contest.
If we declare war on you, do we get in trouble? No. See, listen, Olaf, it's nothing personal. It's just that we're better than you. Give me a moment, sir. I'll get to you in a second. Rush, cycle, extra infections, line of sight. Giving us Nurglings and income every time a plague is spread is hugely good. The rest of this not as worth it, so yeah, we'll come straight on into cyst growth.
Knuckles, excellent calls.
Excellent call. Alright, we'll grab more Armor of Malady for 8 armor and full melee defense for all of our Plague Bearers and Nurglings.
scheme concocted.
Exactly. And then we'll go for Curse of the Leper here for our survival battle.
Must test
Much better than it seems.
foundation.
And too hard to hit. For Ragnar. We'll have a fused armor and a talisman of endurance. We have, the Banner of Hellfire we will give
Bruise.
Kugath. Olaf, good sir. It's time to die. He said, wait, hang on now. Yes, no, I'm so sorry. It's just you were just standing there, so
Enemies are
we had to butcher you.
specimens.
Our enemies are specimens. Although a pariah to the healthy, this one is blessed with the most putrid lesions and membranes imaginable. And Voxtrog has a Rotfly. Alright, we're gonna turn around immediately and try to hustle through this teleporter here. On Legendary, the enemy is going to get such cheats that we are probably going to have to just be at war with everyone to make sure we win.
Cultist of the Fly Lord.
Mothius, you go join Kevin.
They will march with joy.
Then Kevin, we've got to send over to... Actually, we'll just have the cultists go close it. Oh, I guess we'll have everyone go close it. Lovely. Here comes Clan Helheim. Here, you leave.
For Father.
Big dumb I am. Alright, we'll grab a couple of Nurglings and Plague Bearers here. That should keep things nice and safe. Malevolent Mycelium. That's pretty dang good. Go ahead and acquire, and then Kugath, we can give you the Festering Stooges here. Yeah, they always combine the ones that are lesser. So we'll do that. Alright, and then grab the Festering Stooges, which are incredible.
For the battle study.
The battle study. Armor of Malady will keep them nice and healthy for the upcoming survival battles, and then Curse of the Leper too, for if they have any elites. I'm thinking we are going to take on the Slaanesh realm first. The more elite Slaanesh becomes, the more obnoxious by a long shot. Chaos Gladiator or Strategist. Strategist isn't going to be as useful here, but getting standard die means that no one on our line should fall, with that combined with the Plaguefather's Oration. Alright, beautiful. Cult upgrade. Oh, we could get a Plague Inducer. Pathogen Propagator, or... all these are going to increase our discoverability, which I don't want, so we'll just leave it as is. Alright, perfect. Well, that's going to be all the time I've got for today. Thank you all so much for stopping on by today's... I think you have to stand still, Kevin, so we'll wait just a moment, because if he does have to stand still, it'll be awful. Thanks for stopping on by today's Kugath Plaguefather campaign. If you all enjoyed the video, please remember to leave a like for like dot and a sub for the sub done. I'll see you all in the next one.